Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jeff Kennedy, and I'm the founder of You Cannot Be What You Cannot See. You Cannot Be What You Cannot See is a youth development, youth encouraging program that work with youth from age 8 to 18. Today, we're going to be interviewing cadets from Bluegrass Challenge Academy here on Fort Knox, Kentucky. So I would like to do is go ahead and have my three cadets to introduce themselves, tell me where they're from, their name, where you're from, and what county you come from.
My name is Cadet Anderson. I am from Hardin County High Schools, and I'm 17 years old.
Okay, what high school are you from?
I'm from North Hardin High School.
Okay.
My name is Cadet Collins. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and I go to Eastern High School, and I'm 16.
Okay.
I'm Cadet Jewel. I live in Barstown, Kentucky. I go to Nelson County High School, and I'm 17 years old.
Okay, so when y'all was first introduced to Bluegrass Challenge Academy, can you kind of tell me how it made you feel and what you was thinking about?
When I was first introduced to Bluegrass, for me, I thought my mom was like punishing me, but then I really got a point to where I could focus on myself and really realize that I do need help. So coming here, it really just opened my eyes to an opportunity.
So you felt one of the key things you said was you felt that it was a punishment. Do you feel that it's a punishment now?
No, sir.
Okay. And you were talking about working on yourself. What did that mean to you to be able to work on yourself, to concentrate only on you?
To me, it makes me feel like I don't have to worry about everybody else, because as the oldest in my family, I've always had to worry about everybody else, and then I always have to put myself last. But now I can actually put myself first and then focus on the things that I need work on.
Okay. Cadet Collins?
When the Bluegrass Challenge Academy was first introduced to me, I felt overwhelmed because I'm away from home for a while. But I also felt like it was a good opportunity for me to show my mom that I'm better than what I was being.
Okay.
I can do better.
Okay, so now that you've been here for almost 12 weeks, do you feel overwhelmed now?
No, I feel like it made me realize how small my problems in life are compared to the world.
Okay. Cadet Jules?
When I first got to BCA and it was introduced to me, I was pretty nervous, and I was really excited at the same time. My mom and dad told me this place would be awesome, which really is awesome. But at the same time, I'm learning how to do things and get the structure of life that I need.
Okay. So did you feel overwhelmed, or did you ever see it as a punishment?
I never really saw it as a punishment. I saw it as a good thing for me. As me being an only child, I was really spoiled, so
Okay.
I always had things handed to me on a silver platter, and I don't get that here, which is really good, because in the real world, nothing really is given to you.
Okay. So kind of explain to me how you felt on a daily basis with your school activities here at Bluegrass Challenge Academy.
My school activities, it was more I always liked school. I always loved school. So with my school, it comes very easy to me because I'm a fast learner, and I just enjoy school as a whole.
Okay.
School at the BCA has helped me get caught up with school, and because I was behind, I failed my freshman year. But now I have the opportunity. I've got back on track, and I have the opportunity to get ahead in school now. It's made me feel better about myself and about my future.
Okay. So how many credits have you recovered so far?
I have 4.5 credits so far.
Okay, so now you're back on track with your grade level and everything, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good job, good job. Cadet Joel?
School for me is, I'm actually excited to go to school now. Me and a couple other cadets are in competition to see how many credits we can get by the end of the cycle.
Okay, who's winning so far?
I'm winning about a half a credit right now.
Good job. Are y'all a part of that?
No, I'm not a part of it.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm caught up in classes. I'm actually getting some senior classes done so I can graduate early next year.
Okay, okay. So tell me something about some of the activities y'all did back at home. In reference to your school activities, things like that.
To school, it was just the same. Like, I went to class, but I was more like a loner. Like, I like to stay alone, listen to my music, go to class, go home. That was kind of like my school, but like, you mean like outside of school too?
Sports?
So sports, I did track my freshman year, and then I ended up getting an Achilles injury, so I've been on rest for a good 2 years.
Okay.
But I have been managing track, and then I managed basketball my junior year before I came to Bluegrass.
Okay, okay.
During school, I didn't really have any like school activities. I would hang out with my friends after school or whatever, but I did do some sports. I did soccer, lacrosse, and I boxed outside of school.
Okay. Now, what boxing team are you on?
Well, I did, it was called title boxing. It's in Middletown.
Okay.
Local.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, Jewel, I know that you play an instrument, and you're in the
Yes,
band.
sir. I've been in band almost all my life now. I play clarinet, and I'm also on the soccer team, and I'm in marching band and pep band.
Okay, okay. What is one of the biggest takeaways y'all have received when y'all come, since y'all been at Bluegrass Challenge?
What do you mean by takeaway?
So takeaways, what do you see quality about what you have learned about yourself at Bluegrass Challenge, and you decided to come because your parents introduced it to you, but then you said, okay, I'm here and now I'm working on this part of me. I want to make sure that that part of me is okay.
So I haven't like fully like accomplished my internal goals, but some of my goals, like getting a takeaway from Bluegrass, is like self-love and learning how to like find me like by myself instead of having to look through other people and trying to find it through other people, because it's gotten me into a few little incidents.
Yeah, self-love is really important. Cadet Collins?
At the BCA, I've like stuff that I've taken away from BCA is being able to love myself and being able to find that like I'm worth more than I put myself out there to be, and that I can do anything, because I have like social anxiety, so talking to people is hard for me, and being around so many people at the BCA has really helped me to open up.
And you're doing an amazing job. All three of y'all are doing an amazing job right now.
Thank you.
So good job.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
So one of my takeaways being here for the 14 weeks already is how, like Anderson said, self-love, and I've also learned how to manage my anger, and when I'm angry, I know to take deep breaths and calm down. And another thing is to like courage. I mean, you have to have a lot of courage to come into BCA.
Okay. So, do y'all believe that BCA have made a positive change to you? Cadet Jewel, you go first. A positive change?
I've had a lot of positive changes. I'm much happier now. I'm very confident in when I speak.
Okay.
And I also have grown closer with my parents. That's a positive.
That's a big one. Yes, ma'am.
I think that the Bluegrass Challenge Academy has definitely helped me positively. It has helped me like build relationships broken with my family.
Okay.
Because before I came here, I broke a lot of relationships, and I've been able to fix them, and it's helped me like fix a broken relationship with myself as well.
Okay, good.
It's really like brought a positive effect on my life, especially like with my mom's. We always bump heads, which is usual, but like we never had a really good relationship between each other.
Hmm.
But now, being at the Bluegrass Challenge Academy, it's allowed me to focus on myself and get myself together. And I'm doing my part, she's doing her part. So now we just come together and getting ourselves together as a whole.
Good, good, outstanding. Y'all both working on each other at the same time. So I know that you all usually come to Elizabethtown Community Technical College on Saturdays with me, and we do a lot of electronics training, leadership and management discussions. Can anybody remember what we did in reference to the conflict management training, and kind of give us explain what that looked like?
So we did an exercise where we had a chair and it was two teams, and literally the whole group was split up. And so we had to walk past the podium 7 times, and then we had to get the chair passed 6 times.
Okay.
So it was kind of a conflict because we were just like, well, we can just like go back and forth with the chair, go back and forth with the chair. That's 6 times. And then what's his name over there?
Charles Gray.
Yes,
Mhm.
Mr. Charles. He was there too. And he was like, you can't do that. So then it was just like a conflict. We was like, why are we running? Like, why can't we just go through like the other sections? It was just like a whole conflict. So basically, during our exercise, we sat down, and it was just like, you see how everybody was trying to direct the leader who was in the leadership position and trying to like get her to do things that she didn't want to do, and like, you know what I'm saying, like just not being a follower and just letting the person that was in the leadership position be.
Okay. What did you get out of it, if you remember?
I got out of it that you can't always avoid conflict, but it's what you do after the conflict and how you handle the conflict that really sets it.
All right. And
For
Jewel?
me, I was a leader of one of the teams, so it was really difficult for me because I was hearing like 7 other opinions about how I should run, and I was also holding the chair,
Yeah.
and it was
It's hard when everybody's doing
everyone
this.
was talking, yeah, and so we were, the conflict, but like we got over the conflict by talking about it and communicating with each other about it.
Okay. So as we close out this interview, one thing I want each one of you all to do is, what kind of recommendation would you make to your peers in reference to coming to Bluegrass Challenge Academy?
Do you want her to start on me?
Anybody?
Oh,
Collins, you can start first.
Recommendations.
Yes.
Okay. If you have like any problems like substance, drugs, or like even home problems, the BCA could be really good, because if you have like problems with your parents, you can work on yourself, and while they're taking time off to work on themselves too, and they've also offer like family therapy,
Okay.
and it's really good. You can get caught up in school and stuff
Okay.
with BCA. Yeah.
Okay.
I say the same thing that Cadet Collins said. It's really like an opportunity. Don't look at it as like a punishment or like you did a bad thing. And if like you're dealing with court or something like that, this can really like open your eyes to more opportunities and more roads that you can go down like in a positive way versus a negative way. And then on top of that, it's just like it's really fun. I would say that it's really fun. You go on all these trips and stuff like that. But like honestly, I would really make like a really good decision about coming to the Bluegrass Challenge Academy.
Okay. Good at Joe.
Bluegrass Challenge Academy it changes your life. It really does. I would say, like going off what Collins and Anderson said, there's a lot of things you'll learn in home problems. I had home problems. I've learned to conquer them and face them, but also at the same time, I've learned how not everything evolves around me.
Yes.
And so with that saying, it's okay to be selfish sometimes, to take care of yourself And for me, I didn't want to come to begin with because I didn't want to leave my grandma. And so I had to I sat down and talked with Colonel Briscoe, our director, and he said, if anything, I was going to be fine here and everything. It was good.
So Cadet Anderson, Cadet Collins, Cadet Jules, I want to thank you all for coming out and doing this interview with me. And again, if y'all want to have any last words, this is a great opportunity for you to do, to encourage some of the kids that is your age group throughout Kentucky to express how you feel.
It is okay to ask for help.
Okay.
Yes. The road is long and difficult, but it is so worth it at the end.
Good.
BCA is awesome. I would recommend it to anyone. I wish they had it for adults too.
Did anybody pay y'all to say this positive stuff?
No.
Okay.
Have a great day at the BCA.
All right. Thank you all. Today, right now, we have Cadet Evans, Cadet Clary, and Cadet Brooke Whitaker. Guys, I would like for you all to introduce yourself, say what county you're from, and what school you attend.
My name is Cadet Evans. I am from Mumfordville, Kentucky, and I'm attending Hart County High School.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Cadet Skylar Clary. I'm from Northern Kentucky, and I was attending Ludlow Mary A. Getz High School.
Okay.
My name is Christopher Brooks Whitaker. I'm from right here in Hardin County, Kentucky, and I went to North Hardin High School.
Okay. So, guys, I want you to start from Cadet Evans. Tell me how you felt when you was first introduced to Bluegrass Challenge, either to your parents or however that took place, and explain how did you feel about it when you first heard about it?
Well, I learned it from my parents, and honestly, I was horrified. Like, I went through a whole bunch of places just to get out of it, and when I finally settled down and went into it, I was like, this isn't really that bad of a place.
Okay. Okay. Cadet Clary?
Well, my mama told me about this place, and she said it was supposed to help me with my discipline and me get back on track mentally and physically.
Yes.
And at first I thought it was why would I go here? There's no point. And because I was just a teenager, just going through different stuff, different stages. And then she was like, well, why don't you try it? If you try it, you might learn something. And I was like, okay. So I'm now here.
Okay. Cadet Brooke Whitaker?
Well, at first, my grandmother had met with Mr. Kennedy, and I didn't want to come here at all in the slightest. But ever since I've been here, I think the program is great. It's done a lot for me, and it's a good opportunity.
Okay. Can y'all explain to me one major point that you all have taken out of this program that you have learned so far?
One of the things I've learned was being way more selfless and not selfish. Because I had a huge problem with disrespecting people. I used to do a lot of things that would make people mad. Now I'm doing things that help people and stuff.
Okay, so what you got out of it, you learned how to work with other people and to try to be a value adder and not a value taker.
Yes, I had really bad social anxiety before I came here, and it kind of got to me a little bit.
Okay.
But then I realized as I was coming in here that communication is a really important thing.
Wow, good, good. Cadet Clary?
So one thing that I'm taking from the BCA right now is discipline.
Okay.
And following the rules. Because when I was at school and with my parents, with my mom, I was not listening to them at all. I wasn't following the rules at the school. I was getting in a lot of trouble with mom and the principal. Every day I would get in trouble. Then now since I've been at the BCA, I'm learning to control my temper, control my anxiety a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cadet Whitaker?
Basically, same thing he had to say. It's just a bunch of getting in trouble at home and at school. And since I've been at the BCA, I feel like it's helped mellow me out and make smarter decisions.
Okay. In reference to getting clues to think before you react, how have Bluegrass Challenge helped you all with that process?
It's actually helped a lot because before I came in here, I would often take a lot of things people said to heart. Now I just take it to mind like it don't really offend me anymore.
Okay, okay.
Basically the same thing. Yeah. And basically, my mind wasn't like going right.
Okay.
And then I basically figured out where I want to be in life.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. Okay. Cadet Whitaker?
I just came in with the mindset that if I'm going to be here, I may as well strive to be the best me I could be here.
Okay.
And I think that's a good mindset to have here
Okay.
and in the real world.
Yes. So let me ask you a question. When y'all came to the BCA, and it's on the same level as the last question, when y'all made a mistake, what are some of the things y'all have learned about getting over the mistakes, forgiving yourself, and then moving on to the next point? Or putting things or throwing stuff away that you really don't need, if you can speak to that.
I guess it's mainly because once again, I've had a lot of trouble like taking things to heart, but I guess it was mainly because I had to move on from a lot of stuff because I didn't really I wasn't on drugs or anything, but I still felt empty in some sort of way.
Okay, okay.
And I had to forgive myself for that.
Good, good. How about you?
One way that I found out how to forgive myself is from the Honorable Men.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that where we go to in the church that we go to Tuesdays and Thursdays. Again, I wasn't in the right mindset, and I didn't know what to do with my life.
Okay.
And then they started praying with me, and I asked them to pray with me.
Okay.
And once they started praying with me, I'm like, wow, the program actually might work.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, so let's keep it going
Okay.
and don't give up.
Okay. Cadet Whitaker?
I just think for when you get in trouble, that the program helps that when you fall down, they don't just leave you down there. They help pick you back up, dust you off, and instead of staying down there, you get back up and do what you're supposed to do.
Good, good. So it's teaching you how to recover from mistakes or things you say that's out of place and getting yourself together.
Yes, sir.
Now, Cadet Clary, you brought up Fellowship of Honorable Men. So every Thursday you all attend Heritage International Church for Fellowship of Honorable Men. Can you kind of explain to me some of the things you all have learned there from a spiritual perspective? Because BCA covers a holistic view of trying to help young people get better. So talk to me about some of the interactions you feel that you've learned from Fellowship of Honorable Men.
It's helped me gotten way more closer to God because back then I would always do my own thing and it really didn't help out like it should have. But I've met a lot of people that has never really followed that type of mindset, but the Fellowship of Honorable Men actually got me way closer to thinking that, hey, maybe there is something out there.
Okay, good, good.
For me, basically, I was following God outside of the house, outside of the BCA.
Okay.
But then, I wasn't, there with God.
Okay.
I went to church and all, but, ever since I've been at the BCA, it's I've been learning more about God and myself, what I can do. And, whenever I'm, stuck down in, a hole, and there's always that one person to get me out, and that's God.
Okay.
So honorable men was like always helping me lift my spirit back up,
Okay.
and instead of bringing my spirit down.
Yes. All right.
He took the words right out of my mouth. He
Okay.
did. Before like the BCA and all this, I would go to church. I was raised in church, but it was just kind of there. It's just something I went to.
Okay.
Whenever we get like been in the BCA, it's just like I've been praying every night, and it's like he's there helping me through it. Somebody to always call on and talk to.
Okay. Okay. And it's good to always have your own relationship with your spiritual creator, or whatever, however you want to call it. But that's good to hear. So now what I would like for you all to do is talk to me about your educational journey since you've been in BCA.
Honestly, I still got more work to do.
Okay.
One of the main problems I have with it is sleeping in class, which
Okay.
I used to do a lot in my past schools.
Okay.
But I've been doing way better in that, and I'm improving from like 5 assignments to 10 to 20 to 30.
Okay, good, good. The only thing you can do is work on improving yourself. Cadet Clary?
For me, for schooling, I was always like, I wasn't like the A, B student. I was always like the C, D student.
Okay.
But now since I've been here, like it's like staying on task and not having everybody talking to me at once
Yes.
while I'm doing my work. I've learned to like build my momentum up on schoolwork. Like now, I used to get, at the beginning of the BCA, I was like, I only did like 15 assignments a day.
Okay.
Now I'm making like 77 assignments done at the BCA.
Okay.
So it's like building it up.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Cadet Brooke Whitaker?
Very much like what he said. It's a very controlled environment. Instead of having somebody talking to you all day or trying to sleep in class, you got people who's going to motivate you to get you through it.
Okay.
Like when I went to school, normal school, I wasn't doing very good at all. But now that I'm in the BCA, I only have one class left, and I'm 80% way through it to graduate.
All right. So, you're about to graduate, and so you're going to be graduating high school out of BCA.
Yes, sir. And the BCA is giving me options for after high school too, whether it's college or trade school. Just they're giving me options.
Okay. Good job. Good job. So let's talk about those options. I know I've talked to you a lot about considering Elizabethtown Community College.
Yes, sir.
And I've been talking to your grandmother. Are you ready to take that adventure? Because it's a transitional phase.
I feel like it's going to be something hard to accomplish, but I'm most definitely ready for the task.
So have Bluegrass Challenge prepared you? Have it prepared all of you all for learning how to transition to the next phase?
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah. Basically, like, again, I wasn't doing so great.
Yes.
And then, like, it's definitely helped me out a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So my next question is, if you had an opportunity to tell another kid in Kentucky and say, why don't you consider Bluegrass Challenge? If you're struggling at home, in school, or in the community, what would you tell them about considering Bluegrass Challenge Academy?
It helps. Like, jail is not the only option for you, for troubled youth.
Okay.
You can do so much more with your life than just the same negative things that you are doing.
Okay.
Coming from the perspective of a burnt out kid who never really knew what to do with his life, it can find options for you to get your life back on track.
Second chance.
Second chance. Okay. And then one of the last thing I want to ask you about, how has it helped you with your relationships with your families?
Basically, since, like, for me, being away actually brought, like, first I was like, wow, now I know what my brother went through when he was in the Army, because he was, like, far away. And he was, like, he told me, like he had went through anxiety and depression. from not being with his family. And I went through that. But then, like, as soon as I got that first phone call,
Yes.
I was like, oh my gosh, I really love my family. I miss them. Like, at first I was like, I don't want to be with my family anymore. I want to be on my own, living by myself.
Yes.
But now it's like, it's brought me back saying, wow, I really want to be with my family. Want them to know me better for me.
All right, so now we have ran out of time. Again, this is Jeff Kennedy from You Cannot Be What You Cannot See. If you have a teenager, 15 and a half to 18 years old, that are struggling at home, in the community, or in school, that need a non-punitive second chance, as the young men have said, please contact Bluegrass Challenge Academy on the information below.
Today is we're going to be talking about a lot of unsung heroes, because that's who you are. You all are out there, you're doing work in your communities. A lot of times you may not be being talked about much, may not be seen by everybody, but it's felt whether it's seen or not. And we appreciate what you're doing out there. But today, we want to make sure that you are not unsung anymore.
I am thrilled to be here with you today. Everybody in here, whether you are receiving an award, supporting those on the board, recognize that regardless of what's going on around us, we have a duty to each other. So when you meet one of these incredible honorees and hear their stories, it is inspiring. It's this type of good work that moves us not to the right or to the left, but moves us forward. I believe that we have limitless potential, and when we do good things, we don't just help other people, we help the soul that's inside of our bodies.
It's one of the best things that we do in Central Kentucky is recognizing you incredible volunteers. Folks, today we stand up and we lift up and honor the finest that Kentucky has to offer. We really do. Service and volunteerism is all about engagement, it's about giving, and it's about gratitude. We inspire thousands every day to get involved in volunteering.
Healthcare is a human right. When it comes to healthcare and what you all are doing, it's not about a few of y'all, some of y'all, most of y'all. What we mean is all y'all. Because you are embodying what our state motto is. You all demonstrate in communities that united we stand. When we lift each other up, we are all stronger. We are all better. That's when we lift up community members, when we support each other across communities, that's what we're talking about. All of us make a difference for everyone we come in contact with across this great state. Thanks for believing in that. Thanks for demonstrating that.